this week on What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, what's up? Welcome back to What's the Remedy podcast. It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
And we have a special guest in the building. I'm going to let Wash do the introduction because you can do better introductions than I do. So,
okay, we have the ladies of the Lemonade podcast here with us today. Miss Cece and I am blanking on your name right now.
Alyssa.
And Alyssa. I really blanked that fast.
I should have just took
You should have
I never said it.
Yeah,
So
we did mess up.
We didn't mess up. No, but how you ladies doing first of all?
Fine.
You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to have y'all here with us.
Thank you. Pleasure to be had.
You know what I'm saying? So what you got?
Oh, I'm running?
Yeah, you going now.
Okay. Oh, but anyway, so it's good to have y'all here. How are y'all doing today?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Feeling great.
Feeling great. That's good.
Great.
It's good. So tell us a little bit about Lemonade Talk Podcast. What is it? How did it come about? You know, all that background information.
Okay. Go, Alyssa. Okay, so, I mean, we are obviously, well, not obviously, some of y'all don't know us. So, we are best friends.
Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, so I'm Alyssa, and
I'm Cece.
And we have been friends for years, like 10 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah, like maybe 13, 14, almost 15 years now. It's been a while. Yeah, but we like talking to each other a lot, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot to talk about. It's just like some really good commentary, and it's always like when other people are around and they're listening to us, like they're laughing or they're like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, people don't really understand the dynamics of our relationship. So fast forward to present day. Yeah, we started our podcast a couple of months ago. What's today's date? It's been 2 months yet?
It has been 2 months.
24.
So it's been
like a
about
couple of
2
weeks
months
now?
and no, maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're still fresh. We're
Yeah.
newborns.
We are newborns in the
Hey.
podcast, in our own podcast situation. But yeah,
Right.
so yeah.
So, you have more to say. Go ahead.
I was also going to say it's the Lemonade Talk podcast.
Right.
We talk shit and we drink wine.
Okay.
And we also have Lemonade Talk Tuesdays. So it's every Tuesday, 8:30ish.
It's a
9-ish.
live Instagram, a live
Right.
Instagram show. And
We
I
just
guess
talk about current events.
right. Talk
Our
about our
lives.
past week.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have guests to chop it up and just talk about random shit. And then we also, of course, record episodes and we have a specific topic guideline and all that.
Right.
But, for the most part, we just kick it, shoot the shit, have a drink, and just decompress.
Right.
So, yeah.
I was gonna say because when I watched this last one and y'all were talking about bukkake.
Yes, we usually don't have a
was a
format
little
for that,
different.
and we just happened to be talking about that, and then we started recording, and it just was like,
That's really left field. Okay.
yeah.
Way left
I gotta listen
field.
to that one.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Well,
that's
that was only like about 3 minutes.
That's
and
right
a
at
whole,
the beginning.
yeah.
Right. And that one is still live on Instagram right now, and then it'll be on YouTube probably later today. So
Yeah, I know.
you can always catch the last ones too.
That was actually just the one that like really stood out.
It started off with a bang.
Yeah.
Hey, this is real cool.
Yeah.
Noted, duly noted.
I see where we're going with this.
You listen to that, you like, oh, subscribe.
Well, most of our content is typically just like positivity, encouragement, just like very positive and forward and very
Laughter.
honest and very funny and just trying to make somebody smile and feel good about something. So that's pretty much,
And it's
the
real.
main focus. Yeah, 100% authentic, 100% natural, like real lemonade.
100% black girl magic.
Exactly.
Like real lemonade. Okay, how'd you come up with the name Lemonade?
That's on CC.
Well, I love Beyonce.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
So I was like, I was inspired by her album.
Right.
So I was like, I don't think Alyssa was sold on it at first because I wanted pink lemonade.
Okay.
And then she was like, nah.
No, I didn't say no. I just, the way our relationship works and the way I know like her brain and my brain work together, I let her have her thought and think shit through, and then I jump in. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, cool. Like, that's it. And then she kept going, like, because I know she'll do that. So then I let, like, you know, your wheels keep going. And I know, like, she's going to end up with, like, a more amazing idea than the original one. So I just let her just take the wheel until she needs me. I know my social cues from my friends. So, you know, when she needs me, that ain't it. No, that's not it. Or let's go back.
So you got her.
Yeah.
Like she often like, no,
she usually has it. She usually has it. Like, we have a pretty good balance, like a marriage type situation.
Yeah.
Like, we have each other and we got it together. So, like, you know, it's some shit that she has ideas of, and I'm like, you know, honey, I don't think that's the best idea. I don't think we need to do that. You know, and a lot of shit, I'm just with the shits. I'm like, all right, cool. If it don't work, fuck it. Like, whatever. It is what it is. So but yeah.
I was thinking, like, I was inspired by the album, so I brought it to her. Well, we had already said that we were gonna. Well, I don't know. We were talking and was like, yeah, let's start on podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And then we just did it. So I was kind of inspired by Beyonce and how it was like women's empowerment and, you know, we can do anything. And I was like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how we feel about things.
Right.
Was Lemonade really women empowerment? Is that what that?
I do think so.
I took that from that. Yeah.
I'm just asking, you know, devil's advocate. I just want to ask a question.
Have you listened to the album?
I have.
From beginning to end with an open mind. Because I know a lot of people are so against her. But then they still watch
I'm low-key a Beyonce fan, really. But I'm just like, I'm not on the Beehive level.
No, I'm definitely not Beehive. No.
Yeah. She's a higher level fan than I am. Like, I'm probably like at a 7. She's definitely a 9. I think Beehives are like 10 and up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed what I go to. On the Run too?
Like
any concert is amazing.
Yeah, she's a great performer. Yeah. Like, that's her.
Yeah, no, she did a great job. I watched the Coachella performance.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Watched the whole Netflix documentary.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, I appreciate it.
And I love that she's unapologetically herself.
She is. She's done that a lot more lately.
Yeah.
It's getting to be a lot. Like, it's really good. Like, even the Lion King soundtrack.
Yeah. That
was OD to Africa.
Yeah. Did y'all like? What was your favorite song off of the most recent that Lion King one?
I like Brown Skin Girl.
For me, my favorite was Bigger. I don't know why. I like that song. Just really like.
And I like
Move Forever. That's I like that song too.
I would say Brown Skin Girl and Move Forever seem like everybody.
I see that posted up like all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. I mean, like I said, I figured Lemonade came from Beyonce, so I was like, okay, I see where we're going.
When life brings you lemons, drink wine.
Oh, wow,
curveball.
Yeah, kind of threw me off. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump right into the topic. I'm gonna let Wash introduce the topic because this is his topic. I have nothing to do with this. Go ahead, Wash.
Okay.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer.
He wants
I mean, you know I'm gonna jump in anyway. But I just have to act like I'm not a part of it.
No, but we came up.
Oh wow.
You missed your lips. All right.
Nah, but the topic for the Check Yourself this week was basically about knowing your position, and it can go in 50 million different ways. Like I said, I had a conversation this week. Somebody like about knowing your position. That I was coming from a sexist place. Basically, like, you know what I'm saying, a woman needs to know her position, know her role. That's like basically the old school stuff about getting in the kitchen and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's not what I meant. You know what I'm saying? From my interpretation of knowing your position is you have so many people in life, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in the workplace. Right. People that in a certain role and don't do it well. But in their head they think they might do it well, whatever, but they want something higher. So before they achieve not greatness, but just being good at what you do right now, they want to hire whatever. Like, has everybody seen like New Jack City? You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be Nino Brown, nobody, you know what I'm saying, when they really G Money.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they really, like, G Money was an addict, he's a screw up, this and that, whatever. He wasn't good at what his role was, but he wanted to be Nino Brown.
I was just about to say we might need to explain Nino Brown because you know some people ain't watch all the black movies. Everybody ain't watch all the black movies.
But New Jack City was a drug dealing movie. You know what I'm saying? Nino Brown was a kingpin. G Money was like his second in command, whatever. That was screwing up a lot of times.
All
Right.
the time.
All the time.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like I
Except,
said,
well, he brought up freebase though. Like he brought them into the freebase game.
everybody has an idea.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who capitalized on the deal made it what it was?
You right.
Nino.
You right. Know what I'm saying?
So like I said, you have, like I say, knowing your role, knowing your position. Like G Money could actually got to that higher place, whatever, but he didn't want to take the steps to be there. He just wanted instant gratification, which shows in 2019 more than ever we live in a microwave society. Everybody wants to be at the top today.
Right now.
Nobody wants to work and take the steps for it. So that's what I mean. Like I say, knowing your position. Some people don't know their position. Some people like in a relationship realm, whatever. I use men for an example. Like you might, I don't hear that most, but a dude be like, man, I'll be a great husband, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll do this for my wife, for my kids, like that. And then somebody be like, you're not even a great boyfriend.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You suck. You cheat on your girl and you do all this and that, whatever. But so how you gonna be great in this other role when you're not even good in this one? You know what I'm saying? It's a stepping stone.
See, and that topic is why I kind of stayed away from it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm scared that if I
Because
step
if
in
you
that,
don't, anyway.
if I step in that, it may be, you know, it might be a landmine right there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna pose a question off of that, just that part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wash said that like knowing your position, like playing a good boyfriend in order to be a good husband. I'm gonna ask you two because we have women here that can help us. What is the difference to you between like a boyfriend type relationship or type person and a husband type person? Like, do they have to show different traits? A boyfriend and a husband.
I would say no.
I would agree.
You would look for similar traits and characteristics. Like you wouldn't want to just why would you waste your time in a relationship with a boyfriend that's not showing particular traits that you would entertain as a husband or with something of longevity? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I don't think just because the title position changes, you're gonna change.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, so there's this whole thing about like when you deal with women, I guess it's more so with men than dealing with women. It's like you don't want to perform all the wifely things.
Yeah.
You definitely don't.
Yeah.
I get that.
See,
Yeah.
wait. So as in men, you're looking for the same things from a boyfriend and a husband.
Mm-hmm.
But for men looking at women, we shouldn't expect the same things as a wife and a girlfriend.
I mean, as a girlfriend, you should still have some of the qualities you want when you become a wife.
Yeah.
But as for going above and beyond and compromising, just making yourself uncomfortable, I don't think you should do that as much as a girlfriend. If that makes sense.
It's levels to the shit, like both ways. Like being a girlfriend, you're gonna want to obviously be yourself, be good to that man. However, don't, like she said, don't overextend, don't go above and beyond and make yourself uncomfortable or try to do stuff to a certain level if it may not be reciprocated or if it's not necessary. Like, you know, you'll move a mountain for your husband, but this nigga just my boyfriend. Like, I'll shake a tree, like, but
yeah,
like,
yeah,
no.
that's kind of messed up. But, I mean, because my whole thing with that is it's the same thing to me for men doing things for their girlfriend. So like, because one of the big things is like taking trips. You know, everybody wants to take trips and stuff now. So like one of the conversations that comes up is, you know, men paying for their girlfriend to go on trips with them is like a good thing. Mm-hmm. But for some men, that's like a wife thing. Like, yeah, if I'm married to you, yeah, I'm paying for your trip.
But at some point, you have to assume some responsibility as the man, from my perspective, if I'm going to be doing all of that. Like,
see, that goes back into like this whole gender roles conversation. Because then, like, yeah, traditionally, men are supposed to be providers. So, like, when it comes down to going on a trip and paying for the food, or even just, not even trips, let's just say dates.
Yeah.
When you go on dates, you know, men are supposed to pay for the date and all of that kind of stuff. But we don't live in that, you know, society anymore, really.
I mean, we do.
We do?
Yeah, you just gotta find the right guy.
We live in an independent woman world.
Yeah, y'all
We do.
independent. Y'all have
Just
money.
because we're independent and we have money doesn't mean that you don't need to still do the right thing or do what's expected of you. It doesn't mean that, you know, I shouldn't be allowed to keep my money and you spend yours.
I
Especially with men still in certain aspects of certain jobs making more than women.
Right. I don't really think that women, don't get me wrong, this may sound weird, but I don't think a woman just wants to be independent.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we were forced to do because men were not doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree and disagree. Because, for one thing, the economy is bad. So
That too.
That
dual
is
income
true.
household is going to do a lot
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
But also, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, because a lot of situations ended up with a lot of single mothers and things like that. So women had to kind of
They
provide.
had to step up.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
to step up,
Yeah.
and it became kind of a common practice.
Right.
So,
Women stepped up, men stepped down.
Kinda, yeah.
To a certain level.
Yeah.
I think men got used to
Still
mediocrity.
next to them. Some shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of men got used to mediocrity, whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm kind of good. While many women, whatever, kind of like excelled and advanced themselves, like I say, with more degrees and better jobs and stuff like that.
Right.
Where a lot of men was kind of like, no, I'm kind of content.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I want to fight against it, but I'll let y'all have that one. But yeah, just going back into what Wash was saying about knowing your position, I guess I want you to kind of elaborate, and I guess I'm asking Wash, elaborate more on the whole thing about like a job. Like, what do you mean by knowing your position job-wise?
Well, no, I just feel like you have a lot of people that work. Like you said, certain jobs, whatever. People that, how can I say, are in a certain field, whatever case may be, and they might be like, hey, I'm an employee. They feel like I can do what the supervisor do. He ain't doing shit, whatever case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But you as the employee come late every day. You know what I'm saying? When you are at work, you do whatever you're supposed to do, whatever, but you feel like you're supposed to be the boss and running things and stuff. And it's like, it's like having a self-awareness about yourself. To be like, hey, I'm in this position, whatever, and I want better. It's fine to want better. It's, you know what I'm saying, to want to excel and better yourself. But you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do to get to that position.
Right.
And stuff like that. So how can I really want that position if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do? It's like you basically asking for handouts when you ain't deserved one.
Yeah. A lot of people these days don't see that they're not doing, you know what I'm saying? That they're not doing their job. Like, some people still feel like I'm doing enough, so I deserve this. And it's funny because I just sent her like a meme the other day, and it was a clip of a Yana Fix My Life, and it said, you asking for a raise when you show up to work late every day and you do the bare minimum. And then Yana was like, it's not going to happen, love. Like that's, we were literally just talking about that and laughing. Like, people really do that, like, every day. I don't know, like, how I fit in the millennial category, but I don't feel like I think and act and do shit like these other young children. Like, I still have a very strong work ethic. I still feel like I go above and beyond at anything I do. And I always say, like, I don't give a damn what job I'm doing. If I'm going to be a janitor, I'm going to be the best motherfucking janitor that you're going to have. Like, I'm going to clean the fuck out these floors today. Like, but that's just me, and everybody's not like that.
I mean,
I'm not like that.
Now, I might have my days where this bitch clean enough, like, but like, for the most part,
I'll
like,
ease on by. Oh, you want to work hard? Okay, boo. You work hard over there.
see, but the problem with that is, okay, because I've been working for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
I guess because I'm old, but like in all of my time working, like, I've seen a lot of times where people will be like, what some of my old coworkers used to call, you fuck up and you move up. And so, like, people that don't do shit, like, at all, and then they get, like, promoted and things like that, it kind of kills work ethic for you sometimes, because you're like, well, shit, they don't do nothing, and they moving up in the ladder. So I don't know. That's kind of, because I try to be a hard worker. I'm like somewhere in between you guys. Like, I try to work hard, but most of the time I'm good.
I
can just get
smart.
by.
If I can find a shortcut, I'm
of course. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be.
I'm not gonna work hard for no fucking reason, like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I know what's expected of me, and I know what's gonna reflect solely on me. Like, if it's like, you know what I'm saying, if the job, I'm the only one doing this shit and you're gonna know that this was my work, like you're gonna see a pristine type job situation. But, you know, if it's a group, all right, niggas, what we doing today? All right, let's see. Okay.
That's my thing. Like I said, you don't have to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The job you can do just, like I said, when I go to work, I do what I'm supposed to do.
That's what I do.
And, you know what I'm saying? And I do what I'm supposed to do. I do it quick, whatever, and then I kind of chill and coast and stuff. Because like, if my employer or somebody comes back to me, I've done my job.
Yeah, if you do it and do what you're supposed to do it well, you'll have those moments where you can chill.
Yeah, I'm not like I say, I'm not doing my job and I'm going to supervisor. Hey, I finished this and you
yeah,
have anything else for me and stuff like that.
Yeah, like,
no, I'm going to hide.
Right.
Like I said,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Definitely.
I don't want you to see me.
Exactly.
So I guess
that's my whole thing too. Because like my old job, I used to tell people, like when I explained what I did, I would explain it to people because I'm a good bullshitter. I can talk. So like when I explained it to people, I made it seem like I did a whole lot of work.
Yeah.
But anybody that knows me knows that like for the past couple of years, I haven't done shit at all. Because I've worked in schools, but like I was working in special education, so I did a lot of paperwork and that kind of stuff, and data analysis and whatever. But when I explained it to people, when I explained my job description, I'm a support facilitator. You know, I do data analysis. I run ARDs. I facilitate IEPs and blah blah. Like I just run.
They're like, whoa,
sounds like so much.
Yeah, I make it sound really good, but then it's like,
what did you do today?
No, I mean I'll be in the classroom, but it was like I made it sound good, but I knew just enough of what I needed to do in order to get by, and so it would seem like from anybody from the outside looking in that don't really know me to know how I am. They're like, man, that dude works hard. Like he's always working. He's he got this title and blah blah blah. And I'll be like, yeah, that's what I do. I'm good.
It's all in a day's work.
Yeah, like I said, I'm never gonna knock nobody hustle.
Exactly.
Like I said, you get over and you get in the head, whatever.
Right.
I'm not gonna knock what you do. It's an issue when it reflects on me that I have to help you, whatever, or cover for you when you're not here and shit like that. But you still want everything there.
Well, I work. If something goes wrong, it's me. Something goes good, it's me. I don't have no backup. So something goes wrong, they calling my phone. So everything goes right. We have good days. So I guess I do a good job. I don't know. But if I can find a shortcut, I will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that's what I think. That's my whole thing. Is it like I make sure that my stuff gets done. That I need to get done. But at the same time, if I ain't gotta work, I ain't working.
Yeah, shit. If I ain't got to, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just waiting on my moment.
Waste my time.
Exactly.
Like, waiting on my moment. I tell my coworker all the time now. I was like, man, I'm just here as long as my check clear.
Okay, exactly.
I was gonna say, and just speaking on waiting on your moment, I mean, it goes back to that whole know your position idea, because like, I mean, you can still move up without being like over the top, I guess. Like, you don't have to be the hardest worker in the world, or you don't have to be like, and this sounds bad, but it's just gonna sound bad. But you don't have to be the best person in the relationship in order for the relationship to work. It just, when that moment comes and you need to step up, you step up, you do what you need to do.
Get the job done when you need to.
That's
You
what
get promoted.
You do what you need to do.
Right.
I've moved up the most in many jobs, whatever, because I've done my job and I really just don't say other shit. You know what I'm saying? I've had supervisors come to me and try to have full conversations and I get interact, but I'm not giving you more than
what you actually
more the conversation.
The
conversation. I'm just kind of like, hey, no, say conversation, but you see my work ethic, and then they be like, hey, we need to talk about moving you up, this and that. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's somebody once said that like success is somewhere between being good and being lucky. So like when that moment comes, if you fall into the right spot and you do pretty good at what you do, I mean, because that's like, I have a new job now, so I moved to another district, and I'm like in a supervisor position. But like I said, in the last job, I feel like I didn't do much, but it just kind of lined up that, people moved into the right places. They saw some of the work that I did, and it was like, okay, I was good enough, and I was lucky, so then I was able to get promoted. But I think that the same thing kind of transpires in relationships, and I think that you have to know your moment. Okay, so like for example, there was a viral video that went around, I guess it was yesterday, the day before, about a proposal. Did y'all see that proposal video?
It was sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
What happened?
So there was a guy, and he had like a whole proposal set up. He had gone down to me. He had like cameras, like nice cameras around him, trying to record him. And the girl was like she paused for a long time. Then she just started crying and shaking her head. She's like, I just can't do it. and she walked away. So like,
I seen one of the memes for that. It was like, sorry, bro. She love her side nigga more than she love you.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta know your position and know your moment.
So he definitely didn't know because I'm sure she showed him signs that.
Yeah, he didn't read the situation. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I would never propose nobody. I didn't
Sure.
know they were gonna say yes.
Right.
We didn't have a
Right,
discussion
you
about
don't set
marriage.
yourself up for failure like that.
No. And that's what it tripped me out about that. And when Wash was talking about this topic, I was like, it's not just knowing that, okay, I've been your boyfriend for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I probably cheated you last week or whatever, but, we've been together 5 years, so this is a good time for me to go ahead and propose.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's not the time. That's not the
That's
time.
So that's probably what he was thinking.
Yep.
I mean, because that's what a lot of people do. I mean, I won't say a lot of people, but sometimes proposals come at times of
desperation.
Yes.
Right.
Stress or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. When some
To
shit
keep
is about
her
to fall
longer.
apart. Yeah.
Let me clean this up real quick. And
Yeah.
I always loved you. I wanted to marry you. So
Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Like, what was that song? The Jagged Edge song.
Yeah, we ain't getting no younger.
Might as well do it.
Yeah, that and people love that
People love
song.
that song.
And I'm like, if you listen to the words, that is horrible.
It was always funny to me. When I realized it, that was funny. Like, we ain't get no young.
Might as well do it. Like, we ain't got nothing else to do.
That's the issue I've always had in life too. I never want to be a might as well nigga.
Right.
I never want nobody to be with me. Like, hey, we might as well get together.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else working out.
All my options gone.
Yeah.
So let's just.
You still
I
here?
swear,
You know?
right.
That's
Stayed
funny.
around all this time. Might as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like people they be talking about like people in high school that were like peaking, captain of the football team, all that kind of shit. But, like, now they ain't doing nothing. They're like, since we here now,
Let's
you
just.
used to have a crush on me. So,
Yeah.
It's opportunity. Might as well get together.
Right.
Well,
Just see
shit.
what happens.
What's wrong with being a might as well person though? Like, what's
Because
wrong
it's
with
like
it?
you're
Yeah.
You settling. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Do you think that people settle? Like, don't you think
Every
that
day.
people, don't you think that
Yeah.
people that get married kind of settle?
It depends on
Yeah.
why you're getting married. Like if you're getting married because you're lonely, you probably settle.
I got you pregnant. Might as well
Yeah,
get
might as
together.
well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because I just think, and I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate, but let's say, because you're supposed to marry like your soulmate and the person that, you love and it's the deepest parts of your heart. All the fairy tale shit that they tell you.
Right,
That's how a
right,
marriage
right.
is supposed to be. How many of the marriages that not even that you know of, just how many marriages do you think really are that type of a setup?
Probably like 1%.
Okay, that's a lot less than
I was gonna say, that's really low.
I was gonna give it like 20 to 30%.
I agree with that. Like maybe 25%. I give about 25%.
I mean, I'm just-
50%.
Listen, I don't even know if that true love and all that even is, I don't know.
I mean, you don't know if like true love exists or.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm
That's
like,
tough.
maybe you just meet somebody and then, hell, everything works out. I don't know.
I mean.
But I do think soulmates are real.
Yeah.
But,
So you think soulmates are real, but you don't know if true love.
yeah, I don't know if,
A lot of our soulmates be with the wrong motherfucker.
and then your soulmate doesn't have to be like a different gender.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I actually read something today, matter of fact, where they were talking about, and it kind of threw me off because I don't necessarily agree with it, but it was one of those people that was like really into like soul ties and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. I don't really understand all that, but they were saying that your soulmate doesn't have to necessarily be the one that you should spend the rest of your life with.
Mhm.
It may be somebody that you encounter that y'all really are soulmates, but y'all are still only supposed to experience each other for
a short amount of
that moment.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I think that's true too.
and that sucks.
Right.
Yeah, it does.
So like, what are you supposed to do with the rest of your life?
You're supposed to learn from that and then
But you already left.
And
your soulmate.
basically settle. Might as well with somebody else.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be a might as well. It might be a close enough. Close as I'm gonna get.
I don't know if I feel comfortable being.
I mean, like, but not like. Obviously, you're not going to subconsciously compare that person.
Oh,
But you know what I'm saying? Like, not in that aspect, but like this feels like you're my soulmate, but you just so happen to not be.
And maybe that person was supposed to teach you something.
Right.
And they taught you and you mastered it. Now you have to move on.
Right.
So do you believe, and this is, we're almost off topic, but we kind of so like we're almost off, but we're still kind of on. We're talking about knowing your position. Do you believe that somebody's supposed to spend the rest of their life with one person?
I don't know, because
Because polygamy is hot in the streets.
It is.
And you know, divorce rates are high, and people are talking about never getting married at like 30 something, 40, and so like
they just get a village and call it a day.
I feel like you have to look at when you're getting married. When did you get with this person? Like, okay, I spent, I grew up, adolescent, dated around, okay, cool. I spent 10 years being a hoe. Then I had 5 years with this person. I knew it wasn't going to work out. 5 more years with this person. May I have 15 years with this person. Then I met my soulmate when I'm like 60. Then we together for the rest of our life. You really don't know how long for the rest of my life is. So, technically.
But I do think if you're going to get married, I know this may sound unconventional. Men and women, they need to have a whole phase. You need to sleep around and you need to live your life. Whole phase don't mean necessarily sleep around, but that is, you need to do that. You need to like date multiple men and women.
You need to experience more people.
Yeah, you need to just date and live your life. Don't just meet one person and be like, oh my gosh. No.
That is a necessity.
You keep going because that's how you're going to find out what you like. Like, how did you find out what was your favorite cereal? You taste a whole bunch of cereal and then you was like, oh yeah, I like that one.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I tasted Cinnamon Toast Crunch one time and I was like, I don't know.
Well, you went straight for like jackpot.
You the 1%.
Hey, sometimes it falls in like
that.
Life was a buffet.
Yeah, like you keep trying. How did you find out what was your favorite candy? You just kept trying different
drink your favorite one, like everything.
You
like,
have to try.
You had to sample a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You know what? Alcohol kind of relates better to me.
Yeah,
so, like,
you
got to go through your tacos and never clears every once in a while.
Yeah, and then now I don't even mess with taco and Everclear because I learned my lesson.
Right,
like
still
see how you
we
gotta relate.
Gotta go back to it.
Yeah, you gotta go back to alcohol.
Those 211 days.
Oh yeah. 40s, drinking 40s and smoking Black and Miles. But y'all never drank a 40?
I've never drank a 40.
I don't
No
know
more
what
liquor?
211 is. No.
Some Boone's Farm?
I mean, yeah.
It's the same thing, damn near.
When you on PV campus and have no money.
Yeah, and you trying to get
Loco.
You trying to kill
Wait, what?
You
For
never had Four Loco?
I did have Four Loco. I had Four Loco. But I drank anything though. Like, that was back in my,
Right.
But I had like Four Loco, Juice. All of it. Y'all remember Juice? It was like
I remember
Juice. It was right next to Four Loco.
I think so.
They were basically the same thing as Four Loco.
But you had to try all those to realize
how would get you there.
But you know what? If I didn't have to try all those, I definitely wouldn't have. Like, as sick as Four Loco will make you, I would have never drank Four Loco if I had known that.
That was more of a budget thing.
Yeah,
right. 211 days budget. We was like, we didn't have that much money, so you get like a case of 211.
I mean, that's
the same thing goes with women. If you meet a woman and she looks like she's a little bit out of your league, she's out of my budget right now. Let me talk to this other woman here that's a little bit more in my league right now.
You don't agree?
Well, say how you feel.
So like she may be a little out of my league. Okay, we're gonna.
The same thing applies for men. Let's be clear. The same thing applies. Like, I look at a man, that nigga too pretty for me. I ain't got time. I'm not gonna dress up every day. He got me fucked up. Like, I look at shit like that. I don't date pretty niggas. Like, I want you to dress nice, but don't be sitting there putting on like a full production outfit every day, because I'm not keeping up with that. You're not finna have nobody looking at me like, why you talk to her? Because I like Target shirts and Old Navy jeans. You're not finna like make me feel bad.
You know,
Like,
That's like the star of the show, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's my supporting cast.
no.
But I'm saying, like, if we using the budget analogy, I feel like if somebody is just outside of your budget range, sometimes you gotta put stuff on credit. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
on credit.
I mean, it may be
So
detrimental
you
to you
gotta
in the long run.
perpetrate.
So you gotta perpetrate
So
a
you
little
being
bit.
fake.
Yeah, you gotta do a little something.
Red flag.
I read this article that
Wish
says
no.
men date their wage. So the higher the wage of the man, the prettier the woman is. And I believe that.
Yeah, so
I do.
make you think about it.
Well, I believe that because I believe, like I say, you do make a certain wage. You can be like, I think there's a tolerance level to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what I'm saying, you make a certain wage, like, oh, I ain't putting up this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But that tolerance thing goes for a lot. Okay, because tolerance could be, you know, your wage, or it could be like how attractive you think the woman is. Because, like, you know, there's some things that, like, if you think a woman is very attractive, you'll let them slide on some crazy ass behaviors. And then there's other things, it's like, man, she ain't even worth all that. Like, she ain't worth me, you know, get my tires slashed and all that kind of stuff. Like, but then you get, like, some women be like, man, I really do like her. I mean, she really attractive, but, I mean, she crazy as hell.
Same thing with women and men with money.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
P. Diddy can do a whole bunch of stuff Tyrone can't do because P. Diddy got the funds. So
what I'm saying, we live in an age now where sugar daddies on the rise. More than ever.
they are. And I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah, I'm saying, I always say all these sugar babies running around. It's like,
All you potential
Yeah.
daddies out there.
it seemed like there was there's an app or whatever, a website,
Several
whatever.
websites.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
website.
Yeah,
Tried a few.
The Sugar Babies website?
yeah.
Yeah. It's, hey, I think, I have nothing against women getting money off of people that are willing to give it to them.
The only reason that website didn't work out for me was because I had to pay a membership fee, and I just wasn't gonna pay for that.
But you gonna get it back in the long run.
You're right, but I wasn't willing to gamble that $50 at the time because I was a lot younger. You know, maybe today I'll rethink it.
Yeah, that's
you
a
know?
good investment right
Yeah,
there.
you know, in hindsight. But at the time, I was like, I ain't gonna spend my last $50 on a potential sugar daddy. What if the shit don't work out? And I was a lot younger, and when I got their pictures and stuff, I was a little overwhelmed. I'm ready now. But at the time, I was
Was you
still a
overwhelmed
young
by it?
tender.
What are you overwhelmed about it?
Just, old dick. Like, I was just scared. I was like, oh, he looked like he too serious.
Yeah, what does
He looked like his nuts wrinkled. Like, he looked like I don't want to touch him. Like, shit like that. Like,
And they will send a picture before they send your face. They're sending you a picture of their gray ass penis.
yeah.
I mean, you know what? I had this conversation the other day because we were talking about how, like, older men, they're, like, really nasty.
They are.
Fucking dirtbag.
Like, they are super horny for some
And
reason,
I
and I don't
know this is off
understand it.
topic,
It
but
don't matter. We talking about it.
why are you pulling your dick out at work, sending me a picture?
Oh.
It's not okay.
Was he at least in the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, you'll be at the desk for
That's not okay.
Got it.
But let me finish this.
Hey, Kyle, let me get their oh shit. You get the dick out.
September, October, it's a law that's going to be passed. And if you send unsolicited dick pictures, you can get charged.
You should get charged.
You
That's
will
kinda-
get charged. Yeah.
See, but I think that's kind of a double standard. I mean, it's a double standard I'm fine with. But that's a double standard. Because, like, women can send unsolicited pics like that and ain't nobody going to say nothing.
Right.
But, like, the other way around, yeah, I can understand that. Because men, like I said, old men are horny as hell. Because, like, everybody I work with, and I've worked with, like, a wide range of men. From, people having doctorates and lawyers and all that. And, like, the older men, they're always, like, super nasty with shit. Like, when you see a woman walk by, damn, you see all that ass on. Like, man, I just saw his mama at the school. And they don't, and the women don't even be, like, attractive. Like, it'd be like an unattractive amount of ass. And it's like, he's like, oh man, you know what I do to that? I'm like, no, I don't really want to know.
Yeah.
But like, older men be like really, really horny. So I guess that's.
But they hit their second win.
Yeah.
The life of them. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm about to
Yeah.
get
They're like, I'm 45 now. I don't care.
That's exactly what they say too.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care who
I've
they
been
talking to.
divorced already, no
Yeah.
time, and out there
Yeah.
on the block,
They
come
got
back in.
Yeah.
a couple kids in high school already, so they ready to go.
Yeah. I had met an older guy when we were out one time, and I was like, oh, he looks good, like to be whatever age he said he was, and we had like, we're texting or whatever, talking on the phone. It was like a really good conversation. First date comes, he sends me an address, and I'm like, I know the street very well. I don't know what's on this street, so I copy and paste the address, and he didn't say meet me at Saltgrass on 45. Like he sent me an address, and I was like, South Main. It's like a highway. Or I put in Google. It was a motel, and I said, I'm sorry, that's a motel. He said, yeah, bring your ID so I can make sure you old enough. I was like,
Oh wow.
He said,
He was serious.
I'm not coming. He was very serious, and then he called me. He was like, what's the problem? And I was like, what you mean? What's the problem? He was like, so you coming or no? And I was like, no, that's a no. Okay.
Hey,
I remember this story. Yeah, he was very attractive too.
My feelings was hurt.
Okay.
I just felt so disrespected. Like I just felt so dirty.
Did you ask for dinner first?
I thought we was going to eat shit. Like damn.
You should have threw that in there. Somebody, hey, can we go eat first? What's the name down the street?
Yeah, we can just go by there first. Or something. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. But that's what I'm saying. Like older men, they're really direct. They know what they want. They're gonna tell you. But I mean, I guess this still kind of ties into what we're talking about.
Like,
he wanted my role to be something else than what I was looking for.
He wanted a young freak.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted. He was gonna go right there for it too. Went to
No,
the
you're
Palace
all
Inn,
the way
Scottish
there.
Inn.
Yeah, the Scottish Inn, the Palace.
The Palace Inn.
Crystal Inn.
Oh, yeah, Crystal Inn.
He said it's very nice. I do business here all the time, nigga. What kind?
That nigga might be a pimp.
Okay, I was like, I'm good, sir.
The Crystal Inn.
Yeah.
They remodeled and everything. He really tried to sell me all the shit. Like I just can't believe it.
Oh, and I laughed so hard.
There's a micro fridge in here.
Right.
They have all the channels. Like I don't want to go there. I'm sorry.
That one channel that you don't like.
Yeah, you gonna like this channel. Oh my God, that sucks.
I don't know how it would feel to be like at this age and like going to the motel.
He a little dirty bastard.
That's how it would feel like let's say when you were younger, like it's in the high school, like college,
Yeah,
you like
that's
that's the only place
yeah.
that's the only place I can go. I can't go to
And
my
I can
house.
afford. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Finna pay this little couple $2 for this hour or two and call it a day.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that
it
was-
used to be, I don't even know.
She was like,
oh yourself.
Hey, third up.
wait a minute, but it used to be.
ain't no shame.
I understand that, and we've all had, we've all seen the.
Hey man, it was a Scottish 45, and it was like 3 hours for $20.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
That was
I ain't
cheap.
never had that cheap.
Yeah.
Man.
I like 25 for 2 or 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was like 3 hours for $20.
And they will call, I don't know. But they will call
Time
you
is
got
up.
5 minutes.
Right.
So what you saying? You went on time a couple
I don't know what you're talking about. Drink my wine.
100% transparency.
Yeah.
I was like, we all.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I
Right.
say we all have a little. Stuff.
That phone ring.
I mean, it's better to do that than do something. I mean, like it's more comfortable to do it in a car.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Spraying some
You gotta do
muscles
what
in
you
the
gotta
car.
Yeah, it's
There's
very-
not enough room.
So you got
It's terrible. But yeah.
It's hot.
Somebody they make their call.
Yeah.
They call it like it's time to go.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes left.
5 minutes.
Like 5 minutes, quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, time to
Yeah,
go.
they trying to make sure they get ready for the next person. coming in.
Yeah, you gotta send the maid in to clean up.
Yep, clean up switch the sheets out real fast. and-
If
If they do that.
Shit.
Ooh, honey.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This bed, we just changed the duvet.
Right.
Shit. Like somebody's you know they don't change the comforter. That's when they clean. They don't change sheets.
No, I used to hear that they wouldn't change the comforter; they would change the sheets.
Nah, I heard the way around too.
Oh my
Shit ain't
God.
been changed
Either
up.
way, yeah.
Yeah, either way, it's nasty.
Either we was in there, in that
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Young and dumb.
Dug and
Young
dug.
and
Young and horny.
You know, and the sad part is sometimes you share the room with somebody else. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all quiet. I don't know. I
Okay, I get the double beds and stuff. Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, also getting double beds at the motel.
Yeah, I ain't never shared a room.
Some people have.
Yeah.
Some people.
Not me.
Oh wow.
I mean, how we both did pause for a second.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I had to think about it.
Yeah, they had those double.
You know, you and your best friend might have a girl and she bring her homie, or you know they kind of close. It's cool. Like we can just share this room.
I mean, I can see. I mean, I've seen scenarios
More
where that
economical.
happens.
More
Yeah.
economical.
Split the room. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's what the one.
I mean, it's a good idea. I've never done that, but I've seen situations where that type of activity went down.
Yeah.
And people switching and all kinds of
No,
stuff.
no, you
Oh, whoa.
Anyway.
Hey, I don't like you feel that you ain't never felt the other dude. You know, it's like that. Like, I'm with this raggedy one over here, but I'm feeling him over there. It's like that. And he looking at you too, like, damn,
Don't put that on us.
it's happening.
Not over.
Maybe not in that scenario.
Yeah, no, that scenario is extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Know your position.
Right.
Know your positions.
Literally.
So, so just to round out that segment, I guess, we were talking about like knowing your role, knowing your position, just talking relationship-wise, knowing, you know, when the right time to propose is, or knowing if you are in a relationship where, or if you're not in a relationship, we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
What if,
knowing
not
if
in a
you're
relationship at
a
all?
side chick.
Yeah.
Not even just a side. What if you just in like a situation,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Definitely
one person
important.
thinks it's a relationship and the other person doesn't know?
Communication is a
You
necessity.
you have to
talk.
be clear.
You have to be very clear about what you want, what you expect, and if that shit doesn't align, then you know what to do after that.
So how do you know if you're in a relationship?
I mean, you tell each other.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me that. For me, I'm not gonna assume.
Because I mean, sometimes people be like, "Oh, well, you know, he does this, this, and this. We in a relationship, and the dude is like,
No, I do that for
I do
Keisha,
that for everybody."
Tanya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make you special at all.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I agree. You have to have that communication.
Communication, you need to lay down some, I'm not going to say rules, because
I mean, you can say rules or if you're
boundaries
in a
or
relationship.
something.
It needs some
Yeah.
boundaries in there.
Yeah, maybe boundaries is
Boundaries
better.
is a good word.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's another part of it. If you want to know your position, know if you're in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we're talking about jobs, know if you are competing at the level to where you can get a promotion.
Right.
Right.
Or if you're even doing your work that you're supposed to be doing in the first place. If you ain't
Yeah.
doing shit, then don't expect people to applaud you for it.
Right.
Exactly. Your reality
Just
needs to
know
meet
your
your
damn self.
expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you full of shit, know that you full of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Admit to yourself when you look yourself in the mirror, I'm full of shit. Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I can do better. I know I'm fucking up. But
Yeah.
some people don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's tough. And it's hard to take that like intrinsic look, within yourself when you talk about, anything, jobs, relationships, anything, to be like, okay, where am I fucking up? Why am I not getting this promotion at work? Why is this relationship not working? What am I doing that, is not making this thing fit? Where is my role? What is my position? Am I doing my position to the best of my ability?
I've been doing that lately with my life.
That's good.
Yeah, like looking at myself. Like, I no longer blame anybody else. I'm like, okay, what did I do?
And that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of growth.
Yeah, and I feel I'm a much better person now. I still fuck up and I still be doing some shit. And then I sit back and I'll be like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
I mean, it happens to all of us, man. Like,
Yeah.
and I think as we get older, it just kind of helps to kind of always do it. Because like I said, with everything we do, whether it be, like I said, relationships, it could be like your friendships even. Like sometimes people be like, man, I cut people off with a quickness. And I'm like, dog, if you cut somebody off every week,
Right.
It's probably
Well,
you.
yeah. You are continuously cutting people off. Like what's
it's
wrong,
you.
Brenda?
Like if everybody is constantly leaving you, it's you.
right?
It's not you. It's not anyone else's shit. I can go, ooh, honey.
But it's because you started to take a self inventory. And I'm just gonna jump right into the Woosah segment.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically my Woosah segment was about accepting change, but basically like we kind of already started talking about how you kind of have to accept, things about yourself that are different, or things about yourself that need to change.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that as you get older, like a lot of your life starts to change. You start looking, like your priorities change.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The shit you look for in a relationship 10 years ago, you're not looking for in a relationship.
Completely different.
Yeah, it's so different.
Yeah, like I mean, you may want to I don't know, before you was like, he gotta have this, he gotta look like this, or even for men, they'd be like, oh, she gotta have an ass, she gotta have this. But it's like now as you get older, it's like, okay, well, this one might be the mother of my kids. This one, I gotta make sure we can have ourselves like, do you have insurance? If she gets sick, who health insurance is she gonna be on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have to prioritize different as we get older. So I mean, like I just feel like, I don't know. Do y'all feel like at what point in your life, and I guess this is a question for everybody, at what point in your life did you start to realize that you saw a shift in yourself? Like to where you actually noticed that you're not the same as you were before? Like,
I was 29 to 30,
okay.
and I realized that I changed.
Yeah.
What made you realize that?
When I started having a different outlook on things, and then I stopped being so judgmental. I would just be like, well, at first someone would tell me something, I'd be like, no. Yeah. And I'd be like, girl, if you happy, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, what about you, Alyssa?
Yeah, I would say the same. It was fairly recent, within the past couple of years, and just like I noticed I was not so quick to have a response all the time. Like I just am not here to argue. Like I don't care enough to just go back and forth with you anymore. Like before I was with shits like at any time. Like I didn't care. But like if I had something to say or if I felt some type of way, I'm gonna say how I feel. But now I'm like, is it necessary? Or like I'm a person that's like very vocal and very honest, and a lot of times I would not filter it or like make sure I say it in a way that's conducive to your feelings and how, you know what I'm saying? And I've been like, okay, like I feel like this, like, well, let me figure out how to say this without hurting her feelings or like making him feel like less than a man or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been like,
nah, I'm still with the shits.
Well,
I'm not gonna say I'm not with the shits, but now like a lot of times I think about it, like it's not always necessary.
Yeah,
like before I didn't give a damn like at any moment if it was necessary, but like now I'm just like I feel like it, whatever.
Yeah,
like, that's good.
I think for me it was more like it was a gradual change because like I think when I hit maybe about 25. Because like I said, I've been working for a long time, so I'm gonna hit like the workforce when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was like, at that time I was still really mature. I was still childish. I'm still childish sometimes. But like when I hit like 25, I started to realize that okay, like I gotta stop doing some of the shit I was doing before.
Yeah, that's very young.
But I didn't change right then. I just noticed.
That's the first step.
Yeah. It took me like up until now. Like I'm 32, about to be 33 next month. So like I'm like. Now I'm like, oh, okay. I really have a lot that I have changed, and I still got some more to work on, and I'm really starting to realize it. Like I'm actually starting to see the change in myself. Mm-hmm. I've been a lot more accepting of people.
Yeah, I am too.
I used to not be accepting at all of people.
I'm still working on that one.
You doing good then, because I mean, at least you know. Because some people don't even realize they're like, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like I'm fully aware of most of my discrepancies or whatever with my personality, but a lot of times, I'm like I said, I'm aware. I didn't say I fixed it or that I'm not working on it, but I mean I'm aware.
Well, that's
just
good.
Maybe that's not the one that I'm working on right now. Like
Yeah.
I'll get to that one when I've mastered this one.
And you gotta take them like one at a time. You
can't
always
let me just change who I am today. It ain't gonna work.
No.
It's not gonna
I'm
work.
definitely accepting of people. My boss actually told me every time it's somebody new, she always sends them my way. And I'm like, why? People get on my nerves. And she was like, no, everyone loves you. You teach them all the right rules. If anyone wants to know a rule, you know them, but you probably don't follow them, but you know them. I mean, like, girl.
But you're a people person, though.
Yeah.
You seem like a people person.
Like, I'll talk to anybody.
Okay.
So, you talk to me, I'll talk to you. So.
That's kind of how I am too.
Yeah.
Like I'm very stone faced most of the time, but
Same.
like if you talk to me, like I love holding conversation.
I'll talk.
I'm just not gonna initiate the conversation.
Yeah, I don't start it.
I'm not gonna, yeah.
What about you, Wash? When did you see change in your life?
Like I say, like it's around like turning 30 and stuff like that, where I just kind of woke up and I was just like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the shit I've been doing.
I'm 30 now. I have to do
Yeah,
it.
well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But like I say, like they say, like your early 30s were your transition years and stuff like that. And stuff like I said, you try to figure out like in the career that you in, you be like, I want to do something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the relationships you in, whatever. You trying to find something like some kind of to be comfortable, like to enjoy the position that you are in life. And it's like around that time, I was just like, something got to change. Well, I gotta find, you know what I'm saying, what's comfortable to me. Like I say, you try to find out what makes you happy, but you're trying to find out, like, you know what I'm saying, what can I just be good at? Where I can look at myself and look at what I'm doing and be like, hey, that's cool, that's good. Cause I think a lot of times we wake up and we be like, shit's just all over the place, and you're just trying to figure out your life, your personal life, your career life, and everything else, and everything's in shambles.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like you try to take that initiative, that, you know, so that moment in your head to be like, okay, something got to change. What do I got to do next? What I got to figure out? I'm saying, if I need to get a damn hobby or something, let me figure out what hobby I need to get. But I got to do something, because right now, stuff is not self-destructive, but stuff ain't getting better. And the world around me is steady changing.
Right.
So I got to do something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess just to kind of round out that whole Woosah segment, I think that the biggest thing to take away from that is just as you get older, I mean, you don't even have to be older. Some people, you know, accept change when they're young.
Yeah.
Some people, like, you know, their life is together at like 22, but, you know.
Ooh-wee.
But, you
Proud of
know,
y'all.
whatever age you are.
Like me and my best friend, whatever, like we got to a point in life where we laugh about it now and stuff, that, you know, you argue with your friends and stuff like that. They be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you fucking up, this and that. I'm doing what I'm supposed to, this and that. And me and her used to be always talk. We got to the point where, like, she'd be like, yeah, Alan, you full of shit. And I laughed like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, I look at myself and be like, you know, so I admit it, and I say it back to her. She's like, yeah, you right, I'm full of shit. Whatever we talking about, I'm full of shit.
Yeah.
And it's just that little bit of admittance to be like, I'm fucking up. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Acknowledging that. Because I need to evaluate the situation.
And usually people that are outside are going to see what you fucking up at first.
Right.
Before you do.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can listen to people that you trust. And I guess, like I said, just to round it out, it's kind of like, in order to accept your change, you have to acknowledge that there's something that needs to change in you. And until you get to that point, and a lot of times, like I said, for me, I was late 20s going into 30 before I was like, okay, I'm really fucking up. Like, and I really started to be like, okay, what can I change about that?
And then you have to be ready to change.
Exactly.
No one can force you, so.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, because I've been in a position where I've been in, you know, in just talking to people, friends, relationships, whatever, and been like, you know, I really want this person to change. I'm gonna keep talking to them so they can change, and it just don't work that way.
Right.
Like, people gonna change on their own time. You're gonna change on your own time. You know, sometimes it takes a long time to get to that point to where you're like, and sometimes some people don't.
Right.
Those people you gotta cut off. So.
Right. If you don't see any wrong in what you're doing, I don't need you in my life.
Right.
Exactly. So that's all I have on part of the
Yeah, is there anything else y'all got on y'all mind that y'all want to get out or something like that? We'll talk about it.
Not for me.
No, it's nothing on my mind.
No more motel conversation. Nothing like
No.
splitting the room in there.
Sprung the hotel on us. So.
Yeah, you know, before I start changing.
Yeah, no, we all getting there. We all getting there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, some of them times were great.
Yeah, I was gonna say we came from a long way. We
Right.
came from a
Yeah.
long way. I know, like I said, I've known Wash since was it, like 2005, something like that. So like 05. So from there to now, we've seen a lot of change. You know what I'm saying? We lived a whole different life back in the day,
Yeah.
so.
In 05, I was living a different life. I was still in high school though.
I don't know. I went to high school.
Damn.
You were, I'm like, you know,
They're older than us.
I
first
got
year
it
of
all.
college.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so I met him like the second semester of my first year in college. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We all change. We all come.
I was thinking something really old.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm
right?
36. So,
Yeah, I said I'm only 32. I'll be 33 on August 20th. You know, if anybody listening. that's
Are you a
on-
Virgo?
No, that makes me a Leo, but I'm right on the cusp.
Oh.
I I don't know
He be
shit
trying to
about.
claim Virgo.
Yeah, I don't know shit about
Trying to
the signs, but I've had people tell me they're like, oh, you on
Yeah.
that cusp, so
Yeah.
you know, you got a little bit of both of them. I don't even know what that means.
I'm smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. So they be like, yeah, you got some Leo traits and you got some Virgo traits, and I was like, I don't know what either one of them are, so
Okay.
it don't matter to me. But yeah, so August 20th, if anybody wants to know, it's my birthday, and I'll be 33.
You decide what you do?
Huh?
You decide what you're gonna do.
I'm going to New Orleans. I may be going by myself, but I'm going to New Orleans. I already bought my ticket, so I just want to go somewhere. I just don't feel like sitting at home. I mean, I could have gone, like I could have thrown something or something, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I just want to take a trip. I like
Go
taking
to
trips.
New Orleans.
I was thinking about doing the pop in. Like when he mentioned it before, I thought about it, but I had to work, and I got to work that Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you already know what you're doing in August?
well, yeah, talking about schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, because I work. I'm a lab technician.
Oh, okay.
For a chemical plant. So we already have our schedule mapped out.
Oh, okay, yeah. August is a blur for me. August is a blur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
August not here yet. You know, we're
Oh, so
still
you don't
in
know what's
July.
going on.
So you know what's going on yet.
Mm-mm,
Oh,
still in
okay.
July.
So by seat of your pants, you just kind of just go there.
Just go with the flow.
Amen.
Today is Wednesday. We will worry about Thursday when it gets here.
That's in the Bible, I think.
What?
Isn't it like worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow or something like that?
Yeah,
It's somewhere in the
something
Bible.
like that.
I mean, I grew up in the church, but I don't remember no scriptures. So
Yeah.
I just know
You
that
know the
stuff
word.
is in
That's
the Bible
okay.
somewhere.
You know the
You
word.
God knows your heart.
The Lord knows my
Exactly.
heart, and I ain't been to church in a while, so I need to get back to that too.
Yeah.
So we went in a lot of different directions.
Direction.
So before we get out of here, we got to get y'all's contact information. So like, what is your IG name for your
We
podcast?
are Lemonade Talk Podcast on Instagram. That's the same way. Same thing. You can find us, Lemonade Talk Podcast, on every single platform you can think of. Our episodes, our podcast episodes stream on every major platform as well. And we have a YouTube. You can find us at the Lemonade Talk Podcast.
So Lemonade Talk Podcast on everything.
On everything.
Okay. Y'all want to get personal stuff out, or y'all want to just stick
Well,
with it?
honey, I don't be on mine.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really be on mine over here.
But mine is at ICYNETRIA. It's my name.
Got you.
my Instagram.
Why are you laughing? Why are you
The way you
laughing?
said it, I'm like, okay.
My Instagram is @_ all the cool names were taken _
Okay, and what was yours again? Let me write it down. I see.
You can find these
N.
@ in our
Bio.
podcast
Yeah.
bio. Yeah, both of them are there.
R I
Okay. I got that. That's not bad.
A. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so we'll check y'all's podcast, Instagram, and all platforms. Lemonade
Yes,
Talk
thank you.
Podcast.
And thank you for having us.
Yes, we really
Man,
appreciate
thank y'all for
it.
coming.
Thank
You
y'all for
guys
coming.
are our first. This is our first guest appearance, so we're really happy to.
What?
No, I'm lying. I'm my bad.
Second.
I forgot about them.
I was like,
Check
yeah,
it
y'all
out.
know
Yeah,
something.
but we were with them before, so like for something else. So
Yeah, so we-
that
we've
just
done
was like
stuff with
completely
them
out of
Yeah,
my
yeah,
Yeah.
we know DB in here.
Yeah, they've been on here, we've been on there, we talked to them all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was
forgot.
it was our first time. The past doesn't matter.
Right.
so.
There you
It
go,
was
today.
yes.
Thank
So,
y'all
yeah,
for
thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank you for coming, man.
And working with our schedules and
Always. We're good at working around schedules usually.
Yeah,
As
like,
much as we can.
like I said, we do us three, whatever, we do our thing, but
yeah, I want to meet Ashley
yeah, I was gonna say y'all have to come back. So
because I remember her and she was funny.
Everybody
Yeah.
remembers her.
everybody,
Yeah.
We just hear
Like
it.
she
It has to
literally
be
was just
fun.
passing, and what she said in those 10 seconds, I started laughing. It was
Yeah.
like, that girl is crazy.
Yeah, she is the one that everybody
yeah,
knows.
actually just about to see her pants. And,
Yeah.
and we love her.
And Ashley said, and I remember it, she said, I gotta go because I gotta go home and take my medicine.
She
Yeah.
wasn't lying.
Yeah, she lives by those words. You know,
Yeah.
so that her therapist needs a therapist.
Yeah. Yes.
And stuff, and staying fuckboy free.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
You got something to say on that?
We gotta stay fuckboy free. Let me tell you,
Have to.
because they are out and about and they look like nice gentlemen, and they are not. Okay.
But you won't know until it's too late.
Yeah.
And then when you do know, you still mess with
You still.
No, when you know you get out.
Follow, pay attention to the signs. You'll see fuckboys always leave breadcrumbs.
Everywhere.
I was a
Don't ignore
former,
it.
so I will say yes.
Yeah.
That happens.
Every dude been fucked
When
up.
did your life change? That's another topic for another day.
Right. When did your life change?
When did you
Officially,
become a reformed fuckboy?
like, I mean, it was sometime around 25. I was probably a little, around 25.
Define what makes you feel like you were a fuckboy? What did you do?
I wasn't always as open
Honest.
and honest as I should be.
Okay.
I
That's it right there.
I like to use my powers of manipulation.
Finessing. Yep.
Yeah. Because like I said,
He
yeah,
was
I'm a good
definitely a
bullshit.
fuckboy. Keep going, because
So-
he's giving you those straight solicit
Yeah.
lanes.
Like I said, the realest line I ever heard was on Insecure, and I felt that shit.
What?
When she told old boy, she was like, you know what I'm saying, you a fuck nigga that think he a good nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was. I'm a good
Yeah,
nigga.
but that hurt my feelings. I was like, I'm a good dude, but I have done
I
some
might
fuck
be a
shit.
fuckboy.
Yeah, no, I do it, and it took me, like I said, when I was like over 25 before I realized, damn, some of the stuff I do is kind of fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
I would play on people's emotions
Yeah.
because I knew how to play on the emotions.
Yeah.
And so, like, I mean,
Woo, honey, he's a dangerous fuckboy.
I'm
Well,
not-
he
I'm
was.
not.
He
I
was.
long ago, long in my young days.
I'm not sure how long ago shit. That shit.
Awesome.
I haven't done nothing like that no time recently, whatever. But yeah, it's been fucked up times where you be like, it just depends like the situation.
I mean, you catch yourself, but the thing
Yeah.
is nowadays, not even just recently, but like after that point, I'm not gonna say I was just completely reformed,
Yeah.
but it was like after that point, I started realizing the thing that I was doing was messed up. So like,
Mhm.
I
We
go,
don't want
okay,
to
let me
wait till
not
it's
do
too
that.
late.
But no,
Right.
like I said, I learned with that shit, whatever. Like, cause like I said, you find yourself relapsing, have relapse,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your fuckboyness. But
How did you relapse?
no, I'm saying you find yourself, like I say, you. I don't want to say you manipulating or you playing on somebody's feelings, but it comes off like that. But then you realize what the situation and the emotions that the other person's getting, or what the situation is doing to the other person.
Because
So
it's a
you
habit. Like it's
But
a habit.
that's what I'm talking about. Like I say, especially if you somebody that likes to engage in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You like to engage in conversation. You be like, hey, well, tell me about what's going on and this and that, whatever. And just that little bit of you being interested, you know what I'm saying, and being attentive and listening with it, right? You have bad. You can be just, I just want to listen and, you know what I'm saying, hope you're doing good, but it comes off, you can be finesse that situation as well.
But
Right.
because that's what we know how to do, and because it's like, okay, I know that I'm good. I'm a good listener. Like I'm good at listening. I'm an active listener. I mean, that's why I'm a therapist. But like I can do that, and I've always been really good at it. But I know that I can use that information to like continue to get you to keep talking to me. I know I can use that information to get you to open up more. I can get you to use that information for you to trust me. And I know how to build that type of a relationship with somebody. And sometimes, like you get into a force of habit where, like back in the day when I did that, that was my whole intention. Was I'm gonna build this relationship so I can see what I can get out of it. And so, like as you got
Ooh,
older,
You real some fuck shit.
Yes.
I mean, you just knew how. But I mean, like that's kind of what fuckboy behavior is. You build on things because you know that you can get a result out of it.
Right.
And so, like after a while, I had to start realizing that okay, maybe these I'm not gonna call them powers, but the things that I do are actually these powers can be used for good. You know what I'm saying? Like these are actually good things. Building relationships, building trust, getting people to open up is a good thing. Which is why I got into counseling and therapy. Because I was like, I'm really good at getting people to open up and kind of give their feelings and talk. But I would just use it for the wrong reasons. Because I mean, if a woman opens up, she's going to give you trust. She's going to give you herself. And be
Well,
like,
before she opens up, she's going to trust you. So.
right. And so, like, all of that's going to come. Everything that you want comes after you get a woman to trust you.
Right.
Right. So once you get her to trust you, then you just break it down.
Basically. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, not intentionally, but like
You
you know that you don't want
It was
anything else from her.
intentionally.
Like it's like you don't want anything. I don't want a
Or
relationship.
are you like, okay, I gotta trust, I broke her down, I no longer need her.
No, it's more like I know from the beginning, and the thing is, I used to play it to where like I would have the conversation with her and be like, no, I'm not, I don't want anything,
Yeah.
but when you need me, I'm here. So like I would keep playing on the fact that, you know, we can have this conversation, we can talk, how have you been doing? Like I was real good at playing that role, but then at the end of the day, like it would formulate into something that seemed like a relationship, and then as soon as it felt like a relationship,
You were out the door.
No, I wouldn't even leave. I would just be like, I mean, if that's what you're looking for, you know that's not what I'm looking for. So,
Woo, wait, honey, fuck boy tendencies.
But I'm saying, I explained to you from the beginning that that's not what I was looking for. So why did you think me doing all of this just meant that we were? That's why I brought the relationship
But
up.
she's like, why are you doing all of this if you don't want a relationship?
You don't want it.
Because I like conversation.
Oh, gee. See, that is why I stay away from fuckboys.
But you never know, because if they're good at what they do, then you won't know until the last minute.
Then have you seen There's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
You know what? I was just talking about that with somebody, because somebody was like, man, you know, it took me getting to this point in my life to realize that she really wasn't that crazy. She just...
No, he did a lot of fucked up shit.
He did a lot. Like,
Yeah.
like Martin did a lot in that movie.
Yeah.
And he was pretty bad.
But like I said, I'm to the point where it's like if I see myself going down that road, I get to the point where like, okay, I think really fuckboy shit happens when, like you say, you realize what's going on as the woman, whatever. You be like, you know what, this ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And he may not mean anything bad intentions, whatever, but this ain't going nowhere, and it's kind of blah blah. I think it's really fuckboy shit when the guy doesn't have any major intentions, like going forward, but then he see you pulling away and try to pull you back. And stuff like that.
God.
So like I say, if anything like in life, whatever, like say past couple of years, whatever, you know what I'm saying, if I see myself getting to that point, like I said, I'm just I like conversation, you know what I'm saying, caring person, individual, whatever, like need to shirt off my back. But if I see it going in a direction, I see you pull away, like, hey, I see you don't want nothing, I'm gonna go my separate way, I'll be like, okay, cool, I get it, I understand.
Yeah.
And I'll let you do you.
I
I ain't gonna be like, where you going? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I thought we gonna hang out this weekend and this and that. That's fuck shit.
But just like women know what you want from the beginning, guys know right.
Yeah.
Guys know too right. So just make yourself clear from the beginning.
But that's the thing. I'm gonna make myself clear, but my actions aren't gonna match what I say.
And actions speak louder than words, which is the sad part. You know, I think I can fuck a fuck boy. Like, that came out totally wrong.
Yeah.
I think I can
it came out totally
outsmart.
That's exactly
I think I can outsmart a fuck boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying that once you get to a point where you actually see the signs and you know what you're looking for, like it's easier to kind of get past that whole facade that fuckboys put up, because that's all it is a facade.
Yeah, all I want is consistency.
Right.
Like, show me
Consistency and communication.
Show me you can.
But I think it's kind of like what Wash says, and we can end on this, but it's kind of like what Wash said, like the biggest difference between being a fuckboy and being, you know, in the position we are now where we just enjoy conversation is that when you see it ending and you see that there's kind of becoming like a gray area in there, we fine with letting it go now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I see that, you know, our communication is, you know, not really where it should be, or, you know, you feeling something and you feeling some type of way, go on about your business. Like, it's fine. But like back in the day, I would never let you get away with that. Like,
No.
I'm gonna play your feelings so that you come back.
Yeah.
That's what makes you a fuckboy.
I think the biggest thing at the end of the day is, like I said, I had to realize that more than ever is you can get your money back, you can get clothes back, you can get
But you
everything
can't
back,
get
your
time.
back.
No,
Right.
you get
You know
time.
what I'm saying? So time, like when somebody tells you like you wasted my time, whatever, that really means something to me, whatever, because you can't get that back regardless. of what you
Right.
Yeah.
do. That's
Yeah.
like, and I don't want to waste my time.
I don't either. And I've realized as I gotten older that my time is so valuable.
Exactly.
I'm saying, 'cause you can be doing so much, you can be better than yourself in the time you're wasting with somebody else.
So walk away from anything that does not make you happy.
That's a good way to end it right
But
now.
if you putting that wood to you.
Listen.
Hey, a lot of y'all run back.
It be like that, man.
Better go buy you some wood. You got
Okay.
great ones on Amazon.
You know the deal. Did you purchase something on Prime? Prime weekend.
Prime Day
Yeah, Prime Day
sale.
sale.
Possibly.
I ain't mad at you. Well, that's it. As always, we hope you laughed a little, learned a lot. We hope we have helped you find the remedy to whatever's troubling you. This is What's the Remedy Podcast.
All right, John.
We out.
Bye.